In 1970, most of us kids sat in front of the television to be transported back into the 50s with the American Graffiti-style television show Happy Days. We were used to seeing those poodle skirts, the squares, and an upset owl. But one night back in 1978, we got a special treat. We got a space alien on Happy Days. After all, this was less than a year after the release of Star Wars in May of 1977, and science fiction was huge, so it was only natural that television networks wanted to cash in. So as kids waited to see what cool thing the Fonz would do that night, we got an extra treat with Mork, a crazy weird human alien that wanted to take Richie Cunningham back to his planet of Ork. And he almost succeeded if it wasn't for the quick thinking of the Fonz. Sadly, the episode ended with it all being a crazy dream by Richie, and our hopes of seeing more Mork the Alien on Happy Days died when Richie woke up. The episode was a huge hit, and CBS knew not only did they have a hit character on their hands, but they had a great comic actor in Robin Williams, who was mostly unknown at the time of the Happy Days airing. The Mork episode was then re-edited for syndication, with Mork now erasing the Happy Day characters' minds so they wouldn't remember him. With it now reworked that Mork was real, CBS moved into Boulder, Colorado, and gave Mork his own show in the current time of the late 70s and early 80s. Mork landed on Earth inside of his egg and met up with a young, sweet Mindy, played by Pam Dauber. The first season of the show was a huge hit for CBS in 1979, coming in third place for the year. But by the second season, the show was sipped to 27th place. Although season 2 wasn't as big as season 1, the show had enough viewership and fan base to keep it going for 4 seasons. When then it was canceled when the final season came in 60th place after 95 episodes. It would also spawn a cartoon series as part of the Mork and Mindy, Laverne and Shirley Fonz Hour between 1982 and 1983. The television show may not have been a ratings hit, but it put lead actor Robin Williams in the spotlight, and he would go on to show his comic and dramatic range as an actor for years to come. In 1980, to help promote the show, the producers reached a deal with Mattel for the toy rights. 2 9-inch figures were released, one of Mork in his famous alien space outfit, packaged upside down, coming with a backpack that would allow him to talk, but you may not have been able to understand him. Also released was Mindy in her pretty red shirt. A Mork and Mindy Jeep was also released for the 9-inch figure line. A 4-inch action figure of Mork was released in his spacesuit. This figure would come with Mork's egg-shaped spaceship. Mattel would also release a pull-my-string talking Mork doll. Other non-Mattel merchandise was released, like a Mork and Mindy watch, a Mork and Mindy alarm clock, a Mork and Mindy lunchbox, Mork and Mindy radio, a Mork Halloween costume, and lots more. Mork and Mindy became a cult classic television show when kids who loved the show grew up with fond memories of the show and the crazy antics of Robin Williams. Today, the toy line from the show has little collector market value, with Mork figures still on the card going for about $60 and loose around $5 to $10. But if it comes with the spaceship egg, it can run about $40 to $50. Most of the vintage-related items from the show are easy to find for under $100. The Mork and Mindy Jeep is by far the hardest to find and runs for about $120 to $150 on the secondary market in good condition or even in the box. Well, that's a look at the television show and merchandise to Mork and Mindy. Hope you enjoyed this video. As always, thumb up so you like my content, subscribe to the channel, and we'll talk again soon.
Mork doll with talking space pack. Other Mork collection toys are each sold separately. New from Mattel.
Hey, Junkman channel popping though.
Thank you, sir, for that unsolicited testimony.